show yesterday, Sunday, and as usual, as you come down the massive elevator at the World Trade Center, on your right immediately you see the wonderful Stavis booth. I was wondering maybe you could talk to us a little bit about it, because it's a great booth.
Well, you know, it's funny because we always have a lot of fun with that booth. We've got a three-person marketing department. We got 2 graphic designers, and every year we go through like a 10-week scoping period where we figure out what the message is going to be of our booth. You know, as a company, we do a lot of different things, and you know, and this goes against marketing orthodoxy, because typically what they say is have a simple understanding of what your company is, and just hammer people to death with it. And what we do is a little bit more different, and a little bit nuanced, because we do a lot of things for a lot of different market segments. We address the market in a lot of different ways. In particular, we have one wall which we call the Z wall, which when you come down, you'll see it, because it's got 3 walls that are all at 90-degree angles to each other, and again, it's like a Z. And what we always do is always a challenge in terms of how we make that wall make sense. I mean, we could just put Stavis Seafoods and our logo on there, and you know, that would look just fine coming down the escalator. But we always go for ambitious ways of really trying to explain more of what we're about. So, for example, last year, the message was going from the source, you know, until it hits us. Really, it showed us on the farms, and it showed us, you know, really engaging with the fish at a very primary level. The year before, what we showed was more about our distribution capabilities, and one of the, you know, and we made it 3-dimensional. One of the walls was our facility when we were loading fish onto a truck, and then you had a truck with a 90-degree angle. You had both the side of the truck and the back of the truck, and we showed it going on there. And it was a cool kind of a 3D concept that we were able to do, and we pulled it off, and it was a blast. I mean, this year, I mean, I think as you saw, what we did was we really were talking about how we engage with customers in different ways. And you know, one of the walls had us, again, working with customers, had us, one of the walls has us, and I'm not sure if I could say it, but it's at Mistral. It has us working in menu development with a restaurant in the area, and it shows how an item goes from idea to that table. Another one has us at a retailer, where we're helping them with their display and finding items that are unique to them and that work. Another one of the walls talks about some of the items that we do for some of the chain restaurants, the items we help them develop because we help them menu. You know, and this whole idea that we're not just, you know, it's not just when you go to the local 7-Eleven and you grab a bag of Fritos off of the shelf. You know, what we do, the type of relationship with our customers, is much more complex. We really are here to help them succeed, because if they're successful, we are too. So that wall, that Z wall where we had that whole concept, was a lot of fun for us, and I think it came off pretty well. What do you think?
You know, I always love the booth. I find, you know, over the years watching Stavis evolve, you know, to being less sophisticated to being as sophisticated as the company is really quite amazing. But everybody's so friendly in the booth, and I do like the pictures. I love I feel like I'm living the seafood experience when I'm in your booth. I think that's the way I feel.
Well, that's good. I mean, and that's part of what we try to do. Again, another inside wall, what we do is we have a fresh fish case, which was one we actually, it was one that we did at a Whole Foods, and it's got about 15 different fresh items that we source directly, and we help them put the best product onto the ice. And another one was a retail freezer case with different products that we have in our brands. A lot of people don't know, you know, some people may have seen, for example, our Bosun squid in a supermarket, or they may have seen our Foods from the Sea crab meat, or they might have seen our Prince Edward mussels, but they don't know all these.
I just saw your crab meat over at Marty's Liquors the other day.
Well, that's cool. I mean, you know, it's funny. Whoever would have thought we would have gotten into a liquor store, you know?
Right.
It's funny how things go. But, you know, it sort of helps tie things together, because people may not necessarily know all the aspects of what we do, all the different areas that we're bringing more to the table is the way we say it. So, yeah, no, but that's always, again, the booth is always, it's a lot of fun, it's a lot of work, it's a little bit of stress, but overall it's very worth it.
Well, I'm sure you know